let us continue the mayhem in video 3. I think this is. Fuck if I know. Alright, so I think we did decide on Transcendence Victory. I don't really want to play Contact. Contact's broken. I think I've said that. Have I said that? I'm pretty sure I've said that. Contact's OP. And I'm sure I'll do Contact when I get back up to Apollo because I'm a cheap prick. So, noting that, let's play a Transcendence. I haven't done that in a while. I think I've decided that. It's been a little bit since I've played this game. This game, this copy, or this particular save file. I've been playing this game a lot in the last week or so, but this particular save file I haven't touched in a little bit. So, yeah, Transcendence Victory. Squared away. Alright, let's get some academies up. They do give us 3 science each, so that will help toward our Transcendence Victory, which does, in fact, require a shitload of said science. Get a Xenoswarm up to defend this city.
Venga, volvámonos más ricos.
You're gonna die, if I remember correctly. You lost your capital, didn't you? You sly fuck. Alright. Anyway, we do have 5 cities? Yes. I do want to get one in here at some point, but I'm more prioritizing getting one more over here because the Captain Protectorate is spreading up this way. So, that is on my priority list, is to get at least one more in this area that at least allow me to expand north should I want to. Alright, I got the Resolin. Sounds like a drug. Alright. Establish network. I got my 4 spies. Alright. I've gotten most of the buildings I tend to invest in for now, so I'm going to make sure my military is up to snuff. That at least my border cities have the defenses they need, which is going to be Pambella. Jimboomba's probably already all set, as you can see down there, and then this city I'm putting here will be another big one for now. And should I choose to expand up here, I will probably have to put some defenses up there as well. If there's anything I learned from Infinite City Sprawl back in the early days of Civ 5, it is that you should probably not have to worry about defending all of your cities. Probably mainly just the border ones are important. Of course, that's something you can learn from playing something simple like Risk. So, yeah. I'm surprised we haven't gotten into war yet, though this is Gemini difficulty, so it's not like this is where things are really difficult. Even in Apollo, if I remember correctly, wars weren't really the difficult thing about the game. It was more sometimes they would get to victories really freaking easily. But I would say we're killing it. We have 5 harmony, so no one's close to us in affinities. Nobody's made any progress on Contact, and the only progress made in domination is that the KP just stole Citadel's capital. So, progress is. Yeah. We've been posting a lot of Beyond Earth games on my channel. Alright, we've been trying to spread them out, but you know. Processing turn. Why do minor powers even need a turn? They just sit there. What? I'm trying to figure out why these are here. I don't really want him to attack this settlement. This settlement's not totally prepared. I want to keep that gunner there just in case. This Marine will escort the colonist. Is there anything I heavily need here? Not really. Repair facility, I guess, might be alright, but nothing screams necessity to me at this point. Maybe another worker wouldn't hurt, or maybe another colonist wouldn't hurt. I guess we can do another colonist until we get a little more science up and running here. Okay, this did finish its trade depot. Why don't we get... That is connected to the capital now. It's a little far away. Why don't we get a trade vessel? And then I can at least easily trade with the capital, get production for both cities, and then Richport will be pretty effective. Oh, my agent got caught. I'm sorry, bro. They're Chica. That's not a dude. That is not a dude. So this is the part where, unless you're going to war actively, Civ starts to kind of slow down. I gotta say, and we all. Okay, let me first start by saying topic of the day. We all have that. Everyone has a little bit of gripe with this game. Now, I probably like this game more than a lot of other people do, even though it is very Civ 5-esque. But I do have some gripes with the game, as everyone does. And I would say the biggest one is probably the victories. Not that the concepts behind the victories are bad, but they all kind of turn to the same damn thing when you think about it. Other than domination, which every game's going to have domination, you have contact, transcendence, emancipation, and promised land. And they all really do boil down to the same thing every time. Research a tech, get an affinity to level 13, or research multiple techs, get an affinity to 13, build a satellite if you need it, and then build a structure and wait a bunch of turns. And I mean, it's not totally like that, obviously, but, transcendence, get science, get affinity, build building, wait. Emancipation, get science, get affinity, and satellites in there somewhere, build building, send units through, which again is an extension of waiting because you can produce enough units to send through pretty easily. Promised land, get science, get affinity, build improvement, and wait for settlers. Contact, that you don't need affinities, it simply just takes out the affinity part and says get tech and wait. And the entire, video games, if you want to get philosophical and say, well, video games are all waiting, that's all you do is you sit and wait for things. And yeah, that's true. But, one of the big things I enjoyed about Civ 5 was that, especially Brave New World, the victories all felt quite a bit different. And I enjoyed winning all the victories at that point. Before I continue my rant, let me think here. I want to get Alien Ecology because as soon as I hit 6 Harmony, all my people will heal in miasma, so I think it's 6 Harmony. So yeah, spreading miasma won't be a bad... Oh, they already can. Sweet. So yeah, definitely good tech to have for defense. Anyway, as I was saying, back to Rand. When you played Domination, obviously it was Domination, you killed shit. But all the other ones were a lot different. Science was you really had to rush the tech for the space. You did the technology for the space race. Diplomacy, you had to befriend the city-states. You had to make good proposals, make things work out, and then eventually you could win. In culture, especially when Brave New World came out, culture had made leaps and bounds with the artifact system and everything that came from that. So, it was all the victories felt unique, and that was freaking huge, if I do say so myself. I would go farther down this river, but I mainly just want to have some land to grab onto here, so that's really the whole purpose of this city. But yeah, those things were huge differences from one another. There would be some that would excel at certain things and probably not excel at others. A good example, I used to, whenever, Venice, which would be, you only get one city, but you can buy out other cities. You can't build settlers, but you can buy out city-states, you get double the trade routes. So you can get a lot more gold. They are a really, really good diplomacy civ, but they're not necessarily as good at other things. China, which is probably my favorite civ in Civ 5, is I really like for science victories because of the libraries being paper makers. But this game is just very... obviously there's the normal gripes that the AI don't really feel... the different sponsors don't feel all that different. But this game's not all bad. I'm not super bitching about this game or anything. It does have, I love the affinity system. If I'm gonna be fully honest, even if I don't like things like purity, the affinity system itself, I really like where they're going with it. So, see, not everything's the gripe, but I am very pumped for Rising Tide with diplomacy coming in. Obviously, I've already talked about that in my previous videos for this game. Get some academies going. Use some of this extra GP or energy per turn. But yeah, hopefully they will kind of unique out some of the victories. Not necessarily require that something be built for all of them like it is. I'm kind of concerned because there's a lot of combat rovers coming in from Franco-Iberia, and I'm not totally sure what the deal is with that. They're coming in towards, what is this, Rangai, this city, which is the undefended city of the bunch. Chimbumba obviously would be pretty bitchy for them to try to get through. Same with Pembella. Freeland wouldn't be totally difficult. They'd have a little easier time, but I have a gunner at least, and I have tac jets over at Pembella that can hit most of this area. I can fire to here from Freeland, so Pembella, I can probably fire back. So it's not a major concern yet. Definitely gonna trade with Freeland. Obviously, they only get one production per turn, but at least that is a step up. And it will give my capital some solid production. We can produce things like it's nothing at this point. I need one more tac jet for Pembella, and I would actually like to move this gunner to Maiva, whatever that is. Okay, so we finished the trade vessel. Let us expand buildings. Get the old Earth Relic, because apparently I forgot to do that the first time. Yeah, I don't necessarily need a road to Richport, really. It's out of the way, but as long as my worker's up there, I don't really need to have access to it quickly. Oh, Siege Worm, why? Why are you gonna hate? Apparently my guy got removed from KP. I'll put it in my capital because I don't want as much intrigue going on. Harvest Miasma for 1,000 energy, or +3 energy and +2 production from Xenomass Wells. I do like 1,000 energy, but I do have a few Xenomass Wells hiding around, so that may not be a bad one. We will launch this over Freeland, get an extra 9 gold per turn. We're gonna get a cruiser out. Not that I'm super worried about. Actually, do I still have a quest to kill a siege worm? I think I do. Worm killing. I might actually take the time to take down the siege worm. I mean, it's obviously going to be a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, you're going out to Maiva. I want to kill that siege worm. So I'm going to slowly fire at it. It ran away. I don't know why I had this place build a solar collector, but I'm going to get an ultrasonic fence. Because worm be annoying me. Siphon some energy. basically just research alien ecology, so... Alright, if we ever want to win this, we are going to probably want to start heading towards some things. Let's get Bionics, because the Institute does give us a free technology. So, getting that up and running may not be a horrific idea. I don't want to launch this, because I'm going to want to launch miasma condensers over my territory to help those guys. I'm going to probably launch these mostly over the inner cities for now. I do need to get a road to Maiva, which is going to be a bitch because of these canyons. Oh, actually, no, I think there's a break in the canyon right here, isn't there? Okay, so not so bad. I just need to build another worker for the one that I lost. My agent has arrived in Freeland. Whoop-de-doo, baby, whoop-de-doo. No, I didn't want that in there. So my bad. My bad. We want to move that over here. It wants me to build it there. That is a really odd spot for it to pick, and I don't really want to put it there because it's only 3 tiles from Richport. I'd much rather put it on that hill. But I also want to wait to make sure that siege worm's not right next to that hill when I do put it down. 450 science. I'm definitely going with 450 science, I'm sorry. So we immediately get Bionics. So knowing that, I'm going to start building an institute here so that I can get some free technology. And I'm going to start heading towards transgenics. Now I also believe I can get a free technology for my virtues. I believe if you get, it's either, if you get a majority of the tier 1 techs, you can get a free tech, which just saves me time, so I don't see why I wouldn't do that.
Le commerce fonctionne
I'm
quand on
gaining it.
comprend l'autre.
2 energy per turn is not that much with what I have, so having a favor probably not a bad idea. Alright, put this in air intercept mode. The siege worm's gone, which means it could just as well be right there. So why don't I wait till I see it again to put that down? But yeah, I do believe I could get a free technology here, but I'd have to unlock all 15, which I don't really want to do, but I do get a free tech here. On, the final tier 1 technology. I also get a free virtue down there. That might be something to work towards, but we shall see, we shall see. But free techs will definitely decrease the amount of time this takes. Gene Garden Cloning Plant Ectogenesis Pod. Hew, 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 hew. Once I see the siege worm again, it will be probably when I move this colonist up there. I just don't want to put it and have the siege worm be right there. Alright, so you're going that way. So I really need to watch him when he, wherever he goes. Because that will tell me. So I'm just going to watch. If he goes up that way, then I'll know to wait. But if he goes down that way, I know I'm being a bit of a pansy right now, but that's okay. Alright, he went down that way, so I can definitely put this city down this turn. Or not this turn, but next turn. Alright, my cruiser is up. I can indeed leave him in here because you can have an aquatic unit overlap your explorer unit. +1 production from Xenomass. Sure. Let's make Jim Boomba freaking massive. Cyto Nursery. And once we get the city all squared away, I can actually probably build a road to it, and then from there to Richport, so I can't travel around. I don't like that they just have these guys here. We're starting to get to the point where people are hating each other over there.
Le commerce fonctionne quand on comprend l'autre.
She wants to be my friend, but she also has a shitload of combat rovers in my area. She is Harmony like I am, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But why does she insist on having so many combat rovers, is what I want. Or at least in my territory. I couldn't care less if she had them. But why near me? It's a little concerning, you know what I mean? Your ideology is outlawed. Obsolete. She must be supremacy. Am I right? I want to see if I'm right. You can usually tell who they are by what they say. Yep, supremacy. Alright, we got a couple academies. I don't want to overstretch my gold per turn. We can probably grab one more for now. The Bella's only at 1. It doesn't really have a food intake, does it? Of course, I also need some more workers, which is on my to-do list. Once I get a gunner. He's about to finish a worker, he's about to finish a gunner, so I'm probably going to produce a worker out of each one next. And hopefully that'll semi-replenish what I've lost. I mean, a big portion of why they're not growing also has to do with my immense, low level of health, but my gunboat was killed. Probably by a sea dragon, I would imagine. Oh, what you gonna do? I do need to get more health, though. It's becoming a nuisance at this point. Culture developed. Earn extra science equal to 15% of the culture you generate. I actually really want to start working toward this free tech, so why don't I... extra... Oh, that's probably not going to help. 15 production towards wonders. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna... you know what? 50 turns at 30, it's going to be, might just be more beneficial to actually not be lazy. Well, let's grab health per trade unit, and let's work our way from here down to Magnasanti, because that will help our health immeasurably. We definitely do need a health tech, though, that is quite apparent. I think, does transgenics get, yeah, the gene smelter, so. Of course, as I say, I need more health, I build a petroleum well. It starts getting too low, though, it's going to start affecting, it already has started affecting my
Porażenie
science.
wymagaje najliczek.
Of course, people are spying on me. It's mainly generated by population right now. the road up to here. Route 2. Oh. Get everything locked and loaded here. We'll put a cruiser in the capital just to have it on standby. We're gonna get a water refinery. I tend to like to get the buildings all built at least once because some of them do have quests that are helpful. So, it's usually a good idea. Academy's done. I'm going to send this guy over to Penbella so I can build the road to Maiva. Let me also make sure I have a little more fortification at Maiva. That'll be on my list of to-dos. Hopefully we get that Institute quest that will help us get some of our technology ready. Alright, now that he's there, probably building a road to here. One road and then 3 road would be the cheapest route. You are building a road to Maiva, however the hell you pronounce that. Actually, I'll have this one head straight to Maiva so it can start cultivating Zirland. Moomba's definitely doing pretty good. You can see the harmonial influence on my city.
Genetics is coming.
Transgenics is done. So I do like my Kaiju Xenotitans. We needed that. We needed nanotech, nanorobotics, and we also need swarm intelligence, which is down here. That's not going to be hard to get. Why don't we start heading towards that? At least then we'll have that piece of things done. I'm going to have this place build a Xeno swarm because I'm going to send this one to help defense there. Now, in order to build a miasmic condenser, I need 3 petroleum, which they're working on. Clinic. Old Earth Relic. And once the Academy is finished here, which it just did, I'm going to grab this petroleum, which is 5. So 5 petroleum and 5 petroleum. I'll be able to have 3 miasmic condensers running simultaneously.
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nation.
I don't favor. I did one, but my hope is that if she does wage war on me, which I feel like she will, maybe I can use that. Alright, let's go get this petroleum. Steal some science. They can definitely, with 14 population, they only have 6 health. A gene smelter will definitely lower the bill a little bit. Same, I think, here. 8 population, 6 health. Get the gene smelter. We definitely need to. I know we're gonna be trying to get Majisanti, but I also should. Once I get this tech, I'll probably get alien preserves, which will increase my culture output significantly for no additional cost once I get the quest. on the affinities than I am now. Yeah, she's at level 8. I need to keep an eye on her. Don't need to be getting wrecked by that there, Franco-Iberia. It doesn't help that I don't go to war. I didn't go to war much this game. Free technology, most definitely. We're going to get nanotech. We did just get petroleum well, so I'll actually have him start building the road as well. Gene smelter. Really need to start trying to finish up this Harmony victory here. Construct a mine. Probably behoove us to start getting some defenses up over here because it looks like war is coming. So we'll build a gunner here and send this gunner over as backup. Position things as such. And we still want this place building, you know, more of what it actually needs as opposed to things to help the nation in general. Petroleum well, please. I mean, the likelihood is Franco-Iberia won't attack me through Pembella only because these mountains are, in fact, in the way a bit. So, I mean, if they're going to attack me, they're going to head for Freeland or Pembella from the other angle. Fortify our guys here. We're gonna have him build the road to here. They will meet, which will be nice. And like I said, this isn't gonna help me in any. Just, you know, I'm gonna have the ability to get to Richport quickly if I need it. I think most of my cities have trade routes. Obviously, I don't think Maiva does yet, and Harda's not going to until it gets ready to roll, but the other ones should. Alright, let them sit and chill. Steal some science. Mine is done. Let's get a couple generators up over here. Gene smelter done in one turn. Brasilia has made peace with Russia. I didn't even know they were at war with Russia. I think they'd be smarter considering they don't even have a freaking capital. Oh, they declared war. It's that time of the game where everyone's bipolar. You know what I'm thinking, Alright, this place isn't going to get very big. This is just going to be production city than anything. It's just there to grab land. Why don't we make sure to get some more needle jets for Freeland, because it is in threat of Franco-Iberia. To go to war with you, lady. If you want to go to war with her, then so be it, because that will just mean you're probably not going to go to war with me. I will build the road through here. Everything will be all connected and happy. So we got Swarm Intelligence. The last tech we need for our Transcendence victory is the Nanorobotics, but we do also have to keep in mind that I need 13 affinity and I only have 7, so why don't we go about gathering some of those other ones now. I want to get alien life forms. It's one turn, it'll give me some more culture. 25 heal after killing a unit, 30 when attacking fortified units probably would be better. +1 science, +1 food for now. I say for now as if it's even changeable. Alright, let's start getting some of these miasma condensers up. I can actually afford to purchase 2 production buildings here, which significantly shortened the time the train depot needed. I have been spacing this game out every few days, and we are coming to the end of my next video here. I'm hoping to have this done in a couple of, no, not a couple of turns, but hopefully 1 or 2 more videos will be the end of this game. That would be nice. That's all set up for when it finishes. Why don't I at least give it something to work with? Build the academy. Another generator. We'll build the alien preserve. And now we really want to start working towards some harmony affinities here. So we'll grab Swarm Robotics. We'll do Tissue Engineering. I can just queue these up with the Shift key. Yeah, so Tissue Engineering, Swarm Robotics. I don't know if there's any other immediately easy ones to grab. Doesn't look like in this tier there's anything that screams out to me. Alien Hybridization, we'll go for Alien Evolution after that. Or actually, why don't we slow it a little bit? I am going to want Alien Ethics. Why don't we grab this first, because Mind Stems and Alien Sanctuaries are both big towards helping toward Transcendence victory, so we need as much time to build those as possible. So we'll get Alien Ethics next, then we'll go for pretty much all the Harmony things. I think honestly we probably have enough cities. We could build 1 more up here, but I'm not going to do that until I get my technology or my health better. I can also build 1 down here if I want to up there probably, which I still this far in the game haven't explored. You know what? You go explore that. Alright, you've finished that, so why don't you keep working? We'll get you some generators. 2 science. We're gonna do 1 health. We really need that health right now. Alien preserve. Laboratory. Nope, 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 nope. You're going to build an Noldor's relic. You have 5 turns, but I'm going to give you an auto plant and your recycler, which reduces it to 3 turns. Alright, doing good.